taken over United States.
I know something about 'em, Squint. But not near as much as I'm gonna know before I gets through.
You're through now, Tennessee. So ask any questions you like.
Yeah, Tennessee. You ain't got much long to live. Not after Nick Dalton gets through with you.
So that's where you're taking me, huh? To palaver with Nick Dalton.
Yeah, Tennessee. And as soon as Dalton has palaver with you, he's having you killed.
That all depends, Sparrow. And you're getting me to Dead Man's Plateau first. And I just might have a heap to say about whether I goes there or no.
Listen to him, Squint. Him trussed up like a bacon hen and telling us he's likely not to go clear to Dead Man's Plateau.
Get up, Buck!
Tennessee had better have a heap to say about whether he will be carried all the way to Dead Man's Plateau. If he but knew what sort of a ruthless gent this Nick Dalton is, he'd try everything in the book to escape from his captors, Squint and Pharaoh, as we'll see by peeking in at the hideout where Dalton is giving his men a tongue lashing.
I don't need one word out of you men. I'll do the talking. So, one of you weak-spined jellyfish figures on taking my place, do you? Which one is it? Well, speak up. Rat, hand me that bullwhip.
Oh, please, Dalton. Don't whip the poor devil. That bullwhip hurts. Let me just kill him off. Dalton?
Shut up. Hand me my bullwhip.
Sure, Dalton, sure. Yeah, but killing don't hurt near so bad as that bullwhip.
You men have seen this bullwhip before. Must I use it to get an answer to my question? How about it? Limp Walker.
Me, Dalton? Limp Walker figuring on taking your place? Not Limp.
Answer me, Walker. Where'd you get the idea you were smart enough to renew the war between the states, then take over the government in Washington? Answer me, you fool.
You got it wrong, Dalton. Limp Walker ain't given to such ideas.
Liar!
Oh, please, Dalton, lay over that bullwhip. I seen you work it. I know you can cut a hombre to ribbons with it.
I only use this whip on traitors to our cause, Walker.
I wouldn't let you down, Dalton. I swear I wouldn't.
You're a very bad liar, Walker. 3 days ago, you were in Sonora's gun sight saloon. Does that help your memory any?
Well, sure, Dalton. I was in the gun sight, but I darn sure wasn't plotting against you.
You were talking to 3 other men. Men I sent to San Antone to round up more recruits. You'd never seen them before, but they looked tough. You offered to let them write their own ticket if they'd help you kill me off and back you to run the show.
I was only kidding, Dalton. Limp Walker never meant no harm. Why, it's just a great big joke.
Walker, do you know what happens to those who interfere with or betray my plans for taking over the United States?
Oh, no. No, Dalton. I'm begging you. Don't turn the rat loose on me. I'll do anything. I swear it. Please, Dalton. I'm on knees, I'm asking you.
Don't get upset, Walker. The rat won't hurt you a bit. Getting killed way I does the job don't hurt a mite.
Oh, no, Rat. No, please. I'm begging you.
All right, Rat. You can have your fun. Kill him.
Gee, Dalton. Gee, you mean it? Now?
Now.
Thanks, Dalton. It were a beautiful job, wasn't it?
This here situation is the worst in all creation, and the fate of our great nation is hanging by a string.
So, this vicious, unfeeling man is Nick Dalton, the man to whom Tennessee is being taken. We'll learn more about Dalton, his vicious killer rat, and their plans for Tennessee in just 60 seconds. Let's go on a picnic, neighbor. Where? Why, right at your own old homestead. Yep, round up the gang and make camp in the kitchen. Light your fire in the oven, lay strips of bacon and cheese on genuine tip-top bread. puff on the grill, and you're all set. And, man, are you set for keen eating. For Tip Top has something no other bread has. Yes, sir, neighbor, it's baked by a special Tip Top method that gives it a rich, wheaty flavor as delicious as homemade and makes each bite so smooth it barely melts on your tongue. Try it and see for yourself. And each slice of Tip Top bread is enriched with vitamins and food iron to meet Uncle Sam's own high standards. Look for the stars for better bread tonight. It sure is Tip Top. Let's learn more of this deadly character, Dalton, and his bloodthirsty killer, Rat, before whom Tennessee will soon be brought.
2 of you men see to it that Limp Walker's buried. Let his death be a final warning to all who disobey or plot against me.
Dalton, he's bound to be somebody else who needs killing.
You may be right, Rat. I can see Squint and Pharaoh with a wagon down on the plains below here. And it seems they're bringing a prisoner with them.
A prisoner? Up here atop Dead Man's Plateau? How come?
Probably the prisoner, whoever he is, has stumbled onto my plan to revive the war between the states and take over the government.
You can't have that, Dalton. Hombres what finds out your plans has gotta be killed. You said so yourself. Now, didn't you?
Yes, Rat. You better get ready for more business. Squint and Pharaoh will arrive with their prisoner any minute now.
And we know that prisoner is Tennessee, just like we know now how Rat delights in killing. This is Layman Cameron Gang asking you to be sure to listen again tomorrow at this same time to the next exciting chapter in the thrilling adventures of Tennessee Jed. Remember, get smoother Tip-Top bread enriched with vitamins. Look for the stars on the wrapper for Tip-Top.
This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Oh, here we are. On and on into the beckoning west rumbled the covered wagon. On and on into the promised land of golden grain and grains of gold marched the hardy Argonaut.
What's an Argonaut?
Search me, lady. I just read what they give me.
Oh.
You're listening to the OTRNOW Radio Program.
Welcome back to the Short Attention Span Theater edition of the OTRNOW Radio Program. I'm your host, Rick Radke. Champion was a show about a horse, and this is The Mystery of the Lost Treasure from October 24th, 1949.
A herd of wild horses blazing their way across the plains of the west. The sound of 1,000 stampeding hooves. And leading them all is the king of them all. D03 Champion, the world's wonder horse. Yes, boys and girls, the Mutual Broadcasting System presents once again the transcribed adventures of the king of all wild horses, Champion, the world's wonder horse. A series of fast, exciting stories about a boy named Ricky West, raised in the wilderness since childhood by his adopted Uncle Smokey, a German shepherd dog named Rebel, and a stocking-legged chestnut stallion you all know and love, Champion, the world's wonder horse. Right now, though, boys and girls, here's your old Uncle Smokey to continue this week's exciting story, The Mystery of the Lost Treasure.
Well, howdy there, kids. Yes, sir, just like our friend Mr. Rusted said, this here's your old Uncle Smoky once again. And I'm all set to tell you some more of them thrill-packed happenings in the story of the Mystery of the Lost Treasure. First off, you all recollect, no doubt, that Ricky, Champ, and Rebel found an old man named Mr. Salvo up by Mammoth Caves. Anyway, this old-timer told us an amazing story of buried treasure. Pancho Villa's treasure. What's more, though, he said he knowed where it was, but he also said that a couple of men was after him. Well, sir, the next morning when Ricky went into the back bedroom that Mr. Salvo was supposed to be sleeping in, he found the old-timer was gone. And then when we looked out the window...
Little Smoky, look! Look, down there in the dirt, footprints.
3 men, Mr. Salvo and 2 others. Doggone, son, looks like Mr. Salvo's been kidnapped.
It sure does. You can even see where the tracks of the 3 men lead out to those trees.
And one of the men's feet seems to be dragging, like he was being pulled along against his will.
I guess Mr. Salvo was telling the truth after all when he said 2 men were after him.
Seems that way, son.
These footprints lead to that clump of trees over there, Uncle Smoky. I bet we'll find horse tracks leading away.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Ricky.
Think we could follow them?
I should ask you that, son. Do you think Champ could follow him? He's the one who's going to have to do it.
I'm sure Champ can.
Good. I sure would like to know how much of a head start them varmints have on us.
I don't know how we could tell that, Uncle Smoky.
Freshness of the prints, maybe. Well, we can't just stand around here worrying about that. We better get started and hope that we can save Mr. Salvo. Well, kids, we started out. Ricky and me riding Champ, and Champ following the tracks of them kidnappers. We knowed they were probably pretty desperate, and we knowed that Mr. Salvo in his weakened condition couldn't stand too much punishment. Anyway, up the trail, miles ahead of us, the 2 kidnappers, Hasty and Loco, was moving along with their captive, Mr. Salvo.
How's the old man doing, Loco?
Oh, he's all right, boss.
Kind of quiet. He isn't dead, is he?
Nah, guess he's just trying to figure out a way to get away from us.
Yeah, they'll have to figure a long time.
Yeah. Hey, boss.
Yeah?
What if he's already told that kid and the old man about the lost treasure?
What difference does it make? He told other people that story, too, and nobody believed him.
Yeah, but what if they believe him?
Even so, that doesn't mean a thing, because you'll never tell them where it is. Yes, sir, Loco. Old man Salvo's only going to tell 2 people where that treasure is. And those 2 people are going to be you and me. Hold up here.
Oh.
Yeah, looks like a good place.
Oh.
Come on. Help me take the old man off the horse.
Okay.
Easy now. Yeah. All right, Loco. Old man Salvo and I are going to have a little talk. So why don't you take the horses over at that stream and give them some water?
Right, boss. Whatever you say. Come on, you move.
Okay, Salvo. You and I got some things to talk about.
I know what you want to know, but I'm not going to tell you.
That's so. Well, I think you just think you won't. When I get through with you, you'll tell, all right?
That treasure's mine. I've been looking for it for years. I'm not going to turn it over to a couple of polecats now.
Oh, yeah? Well, I say you are. Now, come on, before I take this whip to you.
I won't tell.
There's a map. A map you picked up in El Paso from a half-breed that tells the exact location of the treasure.
How'd you know that?
Never mind how. I know, that's all. That's why we didn't kill you a long time ago. We figured you'd lead us to the treasure following that map. Then it'd be the time to kill you. Or else we figured you'd die protecting it and we'd steal the map from you. But one way or the other, we'd have the map and the treasure.
Then I guess you'll just have to keep waiting till I die.
We can speed that up for you, too. In fact, you'd have been dead by now from lack of food and water if it hadn't been for that kid and his horse.
You look here. If I was to tell anybody where that treasure was, I'd tell it to them, not you.
Oh? Well, that's something I wanted to know. If you was to tell anybody the whereabouts of the treasure, you'd tell it to them. If you was to tell. So you haven't told yet, and that makes my job easier.